Hello guys, welcome to the video. So in this one I want to make visuals for the tower. I want to make an actual laser that we can see when we shoot the enemies, and for that we're gonna use component that we did not use in this course before. Let's make an empty object. I'm gonna name it as tower visuals, and then I'm gonna make empty child under this object, and it's gonna be attack visuals. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to do it like that. Then on this game object, we're gonna put line renderer. So line renderer allows you to draw a line from one point to another or multiple points, and this line will be visible in the game view. Why it's good for us? Because if we put emission material on it, it's gonna look like the attack laser, and that is just what we need. So this line renderer has positions, and we only need 2 positions to make it work. Let's go to the tower crossbow and let's make new component for this tower crossbow. I want to make something like crossbow visuals. Because we're going to have multiple visuals for this tower, it's better to have a script for this one. Gonna put it on the object like that. Should we name it as tower crossbow visuals? I don't know. Let's leave it as it is right now. If we need to change it, we can do it later. That's what I always say. Okay, so let's go inside of this method. And first thing I want to do is to make serialized field, private line renderer, attack visuals. All right. Now we need a method that would give our line renderer 2 vector positions, so we can define starting point and end point. Over here on the line renderer itself, we have positions, size 2, 0 and 1. So for the 0 position, we can give gun point. For the 1 position, we can give hit point info. Let's make a public void enable attack visuals, in which we need vector 3 start point and vector 3 end point. Then we're going to take attack visuals, set position of 0 index to start point, and then attack visuals, set position of 1 to the end point. Very nice. Now let's save it. Let's go to the tower crossbow. We can make a private crossbow visuals variable. Then I'm gonna override awake. We don't have awake. Okay, let's get it. We probably will need it in the future. So protected virtual void awake, just like that. Then on the crossbow, override awake, and inside we're gonna type something like visuals equals to get component of a crossbow visuals. So this will get the component over here. This script will search for any other component on the same game object, and if it finds one, it's gonna assign it. Thanks to that, we're gonna have access to crossbow visuals. Then when we attack, if we detect something, we're gonna do visuals. Attack, enable attack visuals, and we're gonna give it gun point dot position as a starting point and hit info dot point as an ending point. Okay, now let's save it. Let's go back to Unity. Gonna drag attack visuals over here, so we have reference to this component over here. And then we're gonna go to play mode, and it's gonna look ugly, but we're gonna make it pretty. Just stay with me, okay? Let's go. So there it is. The attack laser looks bad, but we're gonna fix it, don't worry. First of all, let's find the materials, and over here on the none, we're gonna click this dot and choose emission blue, same as on tower itself, like that. Then we want to make it slim. Over here we control the width of this line and I want to make max value equals to 0.1 like that, so it's a bit easier to control. And then we can select it all like this and just move it down to make it slimmer. All right. This is a little bit difficult to understand. Let me see. I cannot see the values. Should be easy, yeah. Let me see what I had in my prototype. So we can just copy that. My prototype is all messy, I know. This is how I do things when I'm not recording. It's all super messy. There is a line renderer, and it is what? Somewhat about 0.12. Okay, let's go back. 0 and let's try 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You can get approximately same value, but don't worry about it too much, okay? Oh, don't do that. All right. So this is the width of the line, and this is the color of the line. Now we're gonna click over here, copy component, go out of a play mode, paste component values to save material and width of the line itself. And then for the position, I want to make, for ending position, I want to make something not that long. Maybe let's do 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so it's not visible until we actually shoot with a laser. All right, maybe I don't see it. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, it is all the way there. Okay, it doesn't really matter. We make it invisible while we are in the edit mode, but once we are in the play mode, it's going to be visible. Now let's try again, and I'm going to deselect the tower so I can see only laser itself. Okay, good, we have the laser. Now, as you can see, it's not that pretty and it's not that perfect. And that is only because we do not disable laser after we're done with it. We're supposed to enable laser for like maybe 0.1 second or 0.2 seconds and then disable it again. That's what we need to do to make it pretty and nice. For that, we're gonna do something else here. We're gonna use a coroutine. Let's go to Crossbow Visuals, and I'm going to explain what is a coroutine and how it works. So coroutine, just as any function or method, can be used to do some things, to enable laser, set positions, whatever you want to do. The difference is that you can pause the coroutine. You can ask coroutine to wait before it does something else, which means you can do things with a delay. As example, we can enable attack visuals, we can set positions for them, wait for a little bit, and then disable it. Because of that, it's gonna look really nice, like we just beaming with a laser. It's gonna be like pew, and you know, like in Star Wars or something. So let's go over here. Serialize field, private float. We're gonna get the duration. So maybe attack visual duration 0.1f by default. Kinda long name, but it's okay. As long as it's explaining itself, it's fine. Then this is how you make a coroutine. You need to type private I enumerator, then you can choose it over here, and then you give it a name. Example, disable attack visuals. And usually it's a good practice to type routine or coroutine over here. So this is what I will do, coroutine. I don't like how long it is. You know, it would be nice if we just name it as laser. Disable laser routine. Yes, this is how it will be. So what it will do? It will wait for some amount of time, and for that we need to type yield, return, new, wait for seconds, and then inside of a parenthesis you can give it a duration, and for duration we're going to use, it's going to be attack visuals duration. Then after we did wait for a while, we're going to take attack visuals and we're just gonna disable it. We can do enabled false, so it's gonna be disabled. And of course we need to enable the laser, because otherwise it will be disabled after the first shot. We can do it over here. We can do attack visuals enabled true. Okay, this is good, although it's a little bit messy and I have idea how to clean this up, but first let's make it work. So we're gonna enable visuals, we're gonna set positions, and then we're gonna do start coroutine, and this is how you call a coroutine. If you just type it as a method, it will not work. You actually need to type start coroutine, then you give it a name of what you want to start, and ours is disable laser routine. Okay, very good. Now let's save it, and let's go back to Unity and see what we have as a result. There are still a couple of things we need to do to make it work better, but for now we just want to see how it is. Okay, now we have a beaming laser from the tower, which I really like, and we need to improve it more. First of all, I don't really like how messy this code is. I think it can be done better, and this is what we're gonna do to improve it. I'm sorry for rewriting everything, but actually this is the part of the development, and usually I do this before I record the video, but now maybe it's a good chance for you to see how we can change things and how to make them a bit easier to understand. So first of all, I think whatever things we need to do, we should do it inside of a coroutine, and then we can just start a coroutine within one method. So this is how it's going to be. We're going to accept vector3 start point here, as well as a vector3 endpoint here. And we're going to pass it here, start point, endpoint, like that. Very good. Now, since this coroutine has information about start point and end point, we can take these two lines of code and place them here. And we can take this line of code and place it here as well. So now it's all together. Enable, set positions, wait, disable. And this method will just start the coroutine itself. Now, maybe let's change it to something like play, attack, affix. Yeah, a little bit better. This will play attack affix. And this can be renamed to affix coroutine. Coroutine. Okay, yeah, I think I like it more. Lastly, I've seen that when we're done with the attack, tower is still rotating a little bit, and I don't really like how it looks. Check this out. We're gonna go to play mode, and you can see tower is done with the attack, laser is disabled, and after that, tower is still rotating towards the enemy, so it looks like it's still acting. And also, it's sort of displaced from the position of the laser, like where it should be. Check this out. We shoot. This is good. This is how it should be. Then I'm gonna skip a couple of frames. And we can see that a laser stayed at one place, but crossbow moved a little bit. That is what I don't like. So we're gonna go to the tower crossbow over here. Then we're gonna go to the tower script over here. And I want to make a method that will disable rotation or enable rotation. Now we can make public void enable rotation, and we're gonna pass bool enable over here, just like that. Then inside of this method, we need to use some sort of a boolean that we can make true or false. So let's go up here and let's make private bool can rotate. Okay, good. Now we're gonna go back over here. If can rotate equals to false, then return, so it will not rotate around if we cannot rotate the tower. And then over here we're gonna do can rotate equals to enable. Okay, good. Now we just need to call this method when we start in the attack, so we can disable rotation and then enable rotation when we're done with the attack. let's go to the crossbow visuals. And we're gonna get component of a tower crossbow. I'm gonna name it as my tower. Why not? We need to open awake method, and then my tower equals to get component of a tower crossbow. Then over here, my tower enable rotation false. Wait for the attack visuals duration, and then my tower enable rotation true. Yeah, very pretty. Okay, let's see it. Let's go back to Unity, and just for the sake of a better visuals, I'm gonna go to the material of a emission blue, and I will increase intensity a little bit to 3.5. Okay, let's go to the game window, let's go to play mode, and let's see this in the action. Maybe if you like, we can increase the width of the laser, but let's see it first. Yeah, looks good to me. If you want, again, you can increase the width, you can experiment with it. Maybe that is too big, but overall I think it's fine. It's just what we need, and later with a combination of other visual effects, it's gonna be perfect, telling you. Alrighty, I think this is good. Let's save the project. Maybe, you know what? It's not just a fix, it's a VFX. So let's do VFX like that. Yeah, better. Now let's save it and let's go to the next video.